was back. By an extraordinary coincidence, her car ran out of gas in front of my house at dinner time. I was lolling in the scent of her perfume, contemplating the contour of her lips, when they parted and said,
"If there's one thing we have in common, it's our love of children."
But Cousin Charlie, this biggest step in my life. Not sure about your way. No, I don't know what way. That's why I talk to you.
Mom and Papa were married at our age. And Mama said...
Iris, I have a very important appointment with a client. I know you'll understand, but lawyer's first duty is to his clients, you know.
Mama says that she and Papa have been happily married for 35 years.
Okay, Cousin Charlie. You arrange everything. I'll be there.
Mama says that for every girl someone, there's a boy someone somewhere.
Very philosophic of Mama.
And Papa says...
Cousin Charlie, this very happy moment in my life.
Peter!
Goodbye, Cousin Charlie.
Do you realize that I stepped on that panic
Oh, sorry. Mr. Gray! Emergency! Important client just called. He said he could... Where's she?
I just drove she home. While you were jabbering on that phone with Cousin Charlie, my bachelor days almost came to an end.
A man could do worse, Mr. Gray.
You know you're supposed to keep one ear open all the time. A man could do worse. What do you mean?
By getting married.
What?
Married? Peter, that's wonderful. But when did it happen? It's so sudden.
What brought on this sickness?
Mr. Gray, niece Kelly, for a long time I feel great emptiness in life. I have no son to carry on the name of Tong. When I join ancestors, I'll be ancestor too. But no one give a hoot.
I think it's absolutely terrific.
Wait till you see the future mother of my son.
Well, who is she?
Don't know.
You what?
Only Cousin Charlie know.
Huh?
Just getting married. Cousin Charlie tell me who too.
Now, Peter, you know that every time you become involved with Cousin Charlie, that you get taken.
Affair of heart very sacred to Chinese. Even to weasel like Cousin Charlie.
Peter, you get married and we'll fix up a pretty room for you. And when you have your son, I'll babysit for you. And I'll...
Darling, before you start birthing the baby, don't you think you ought to find out who the mother is?
I'm obtaining bride through matchmaker Cousin Charlie take up for me.
A matchmaker?
A matchmaker for a handsome, intelligent, charming man?
For him, no. For me, yes.
A matchmaker so cut and dried. Now, Peter, where's the romance?
What do you call romance? Jumping up and down on panic button?
If that's what you want, you have my blessing, as well as my bewilderment.
Thank you. Oh, Mr. Gray, need more than bewildered blessing. Need you as go-between.
Go-between? Oh, no.
Oh, please, Mr. Gray, need your help. Part of Chinese custom.
No.
They help him, Uncle Bentley. Would you prevent Peter from having a son?
No.
After all, I'd give you the best years of my life.
No. Now, Peter, I've only got 20 minutes. I've got to pick up a client and take him down to the railroad station, so let's snap it up, huh? How do you do? I'm Bentley Gregg, and I'd appreciate it if we could get right down to...
He not marriage broker, he houseboy.
I'm Madame Chu Lo-Wing.
How do you do? I'm Bentley Gregg, Mr. Tong's intermediary.
Please sit down, gentlemen.
Thank you.
You're fortunate indeed. Tonight the gentle breeze brings a scent of the jasmine from the garden.
Oh, delightful. Now, regarding that bride that Cousin Charlie said you could deliver.
She not discuss business without husband present.
My honorable husband, Mr. Wing.
Mrs. Wing, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
I lose face if you discuss business without tea.
Mr. and Mrs. Wing, I'd like to know a little more about this young
Most
lady.
impolite. First, you must inquire about state of health.
How are you feeling today, Mrs. Wing?
The healing physician would be poor indeed if he had to depend upon this humble matchmaker.
Bully. Now let's get right down.
You do it. You forget his state of health.
How are you today, Mr. Wing?
杜经理身子很好，能吃又能睡，然后做不到，小偷儿可不怕。
In great shape.
How's your grandmother, Mrs. Wing?
You getting in the swing of it.
Many years ago, my venerable grandmother joined her illustrious ancestors.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, Peter's in great shape, and last year I had my checkup at the Mayo Clinic, and the report came back negative, and my grandmother still has all her teeth. And who is this girl you have for Peter?
The bride's likeness is in this box, which I will open. But before I do...
She want tea money, like down payment on car. No. Money must be wrapped like gift. No. Money must be placed on table.
Her name is Precious Jade.
Wow.
How you like Chinese system now?
Let me see that again. Why, she's beautiful, Peter. Simply beautiful.
And you not cousin Charlie.
We'll take this one. It's been very nice doing business with you both.
More on pleasant duty. Precious Jade is in San Francisco and in need of transportation. And a modest trousseau. Likewise, a gift for mother and father who is parting with such an exquisite flower.
Part of custom.
With this custom, you can go broke. Will they take my Diners Club card?
You make out check. I pay you back.
Will $150 cover everything? I'll make it out for $200.
Hello? Is Mr. Gregg at home? Oh, just a minute, please. Oh, for heaven's sake. I said, is Mr. Bentley Gregg at home? No, Uncle Bentley is out making arrangements for a wedding.
Any message?
Where did you say Mr. Gregg was?
I said he's out making arrangements for a wedding.
No, there's no message. Just tell him I'm very happy. Well, if that isn't a male egotist. He's making arrangements for our wedding. He hasn't even asked me to marry him yet. Well, if he expects me to accept, he's right, I will. Signed, your adoring slave. When Precious Jade reads this, she'll sure know you flipped over her.
I sign my name.
No, be romantic, intriguing. She'll know who it's from.
You right. How many adoring slaves you got?
And Kitty, don't mail those Martin contracts. No, I couldn't get down to the office last night to read them. No, I was out looking for a bride for... No, you don't have a bad connection. Peter is getting married.
Very poetic. What I say to you is mishmash. But you make it come out like Chinese Byron. I made this with burning love to Mrs. Wing. She sent it on to my heartthrob.
Peter, you have so much to learn. Send it with some flowers. Or better yet, put it in this box of candy.
But that's your candy.
Yeah, from Maggie Lewis. She and her devious mind. I wouldn't touch 1 calorie of it. She'd like to see me gain weight so I couldn't get into my cheerleader's costume.
You see all that in one box of candy?
Peter, wait till you're married. You'll learn about women.
You're really nice chick. I take you in the kitchen, make you low-calorie cookies.
Oh, and Kitty, will you pick up a box of candy for me, too, please? Well, see, tonight's going to be my last date with Ira Schuster, and I was hoping to sweeten it a little. Oh, wait a minute now. Kelly's got a box of candy. Wait, I'll bring it down to the office and you can send that over. What do you mean, like taking candy from a baby? She's straining at the seams of her cheerleader's costume right now. Mm-hmm. All right, I'll see you later.
I'll read it later. I got a crew of men waiting for me, and it's $6 an hour.
Don't you want to know what your future son-in-law said, Miss Candy?
Sure. But right now, we've got to install 300 bathtubs in an apartment house.
What's more important, your daughter's future or 300 bathtubs?
Okay, read.
Dear Precious Jade. I'm Miss Precious Jade.
Isn't that romantic?
It's precious. I'll try it on Johnson, my foreman, when he's not holding a wrench.
I love you as the lotus blossom loves the morning dew, as the changing tides love the moon, as the east wind loves the cooing dove.
You never wrote a note like that to me.
But I fixed your garbage disposal for nothing.
You're in my thoughts always, from the top of your head to your tiny feet.
Tiny feet?
I shall pluck a star for you to wear in your hair.
Big deal. What's that going to cost him?
I shall lay the earth at your tiny feet.
Again with the tiny feet?
My only thoughts are of the moment when we shall be joined together forever. It's signed your adoring slave.
That's pathetic. And that's Johnson.
Oh, Mama, I know he's going to propose to me tonight.
Remember, don't push him. Just let nature take its course. Hello, Johnson. He's on his way. Meanwhile, you can uncrate the tubs, unwrap the faucets.
Bentley, you do such a refined rumba.
Sometimes it takes a lot of willpower.
I got you candy. Thank you. It wasn't the nougat so much, it was the sentiments that came with it.
Iris,
Bentley, you've been trying to tell me something all night.
Well, Iris, you're a wonderful girl.
That's very generous of you to mention it.
What I want to say isn't easy.
I'll make it easy for you. I'm very happy.
As I was saying, you're a wonderful girl, and you deserve the best.
Oh, I know that's what I'm going to get. Oh, wait, Bentley, wait. I want a picture to commemorate this occasion. Miss, we'd like a picture.
Oh, Iris, we really don't need a picture.
Now hold it steady. Thank you.
Precious Jade.
Bentley.
I'd like a few words with you.
Say them, Bentley. Say them.
Excuse me, I just want to talk to you for a minute.
Say, what is all this?
What are you doing here with this?
Working. I enjoy luxuries, like eating and sleeping under a roof.
But Precious Jade, I don't understand.
My name isn't Precious Jade. It's Dolores Wong.
And you're not from San Francisco either?
Mister, if you'll excuse me, I make a living with this camera. Now, do you want this picture, or don't you?
I tell you what, I'll take 24 of those if you'll deliver them to my home tomorrow at about noon.
24?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there.
Thank you.
Oh. New suit. How I look?
Peter.
Hope Precious Jade like new suit. Otherwise I throw it away. I love her.
Peter, maybe you better sit down.
What, and crease pants?
Peter.
Mr. Gray, can future wife live in my room till we fix up small apartment?
Peter.
Yes, Mr. Gray.
We've got to tell you something.
Oh, Peter. Ginger has an algebra exam tomorrow, and I promised I'd help her.
What matter with her?
All women cry at weddings. Now sit down and listen.
No time. Got a million things to do. Got something special to show you. Me and Precious Jade. How you like? We go through life side by side, together.
Yeah, framed.
What you say? My bride, my Precious Jade, she here.
Peter, don't be too surprised that Mrs. Wing doesn't show up. You see, she's not all...
No time for bachelor jokes. Good afternoon, Mrs. Wing. Welcome to Humble House.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tong.
Where's Precious Jade?
Yes, where is Precious Jade?
The ancient custom decrees marriage broker to enter house of the bridegroom before bride.
Oh? I thought you follow ancient custom of taking off for Canada.
That new ancient custom to me.
I promise Precious Jade, and I deliver Precious Jade. Nhật Lân, nhập lấy lọc.
Who's she?
This is Precious Jade.
This?
Peter, I've been meaning to tell you.
That picture was taken a few years ago. Since then, Precious Jade has acquired a great love for rice. But the slight change had in no way diminished her value as a desirable wife.
She not Precious Jade. I taken. I go see Better Business Bureau.
Mrs. Wing, would you and the young lady mind stepping out on the patio for a moment? I'd like to talk to Peter.
I dream of delicate flower, the mother of my son, to carry on the name of Tong. And what walks in? Miss Chicken Fat of 1955.
Let me give it to you straight, Peter. There is no Precious Jade. This is a racket. You have been conned.
No Precious Jade?
I'm afraid not.
But Cousin Charlie. Lucky you lawyer.
Don't worry, I'll get your money back for you.
Who cares about money? Want you to defend me for murder of Cousin Charlie.
Peter, you'd better prepare yourself for another shock.
After what happened, nothing shocked me.
You all right? Peter, boy. Peter, you keep fanning this long. Mrs. Wing, would you step inside for a minute, please? Come on, boy. Come on. Come on.
Auntie Chu, you promised me.
You see, Peter, she was the girl in the picture, but her name is not Precious Jade. She's Dolores Wong.
A month ago, they tried to pawn me off as exquisite pearl. Before that, delicate sapphire.
Shame on you, Mrs. Wing.
Auntie is basically an honest woman, but lately she's been under the influence of a character named Cousin Charlie.
Aren't we all?
There he is, Papa.
Iris. Tiny feet and all.
Who's he?
My Papa, that's who's he.
Yes, that's who's I. Writing my daughter mash notes, eh?
Mash notes? I don't know what...
East Wind loves the cooing dove.
East Wind? Cooing dove?
Big star plucker.
Making plans for our wedding and then leaving me with my finger in the air.
What wedding?
Don't deny it. I'm getting a lawyer.
Oh, I'm a lawyer.
Don't hire him, he's prejudiced.
Did you or didn't you write her this note?
Well, Mr. Schuster, Iris, I think I can explain this whole misunderstanding.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, it's very simple, really. You see, Peter, that's him, sent a note in a box of candy to Precious Jade. Now, you thought I was calling you Precious Jade when actually she was Precious Jade. Only she isn't Precious Jade. She's really Miss Chicken Fat. She was really Precious Jade in the picture, only she's not Precious Jade, she's Dolores Wong. Well, anyway, now we know that there's no real Precious Jade at all, you see? And it all started when we went to Mrs. Wing's house. She's a matchmaker, and we went there to find a suitable mate for Peter, only now he's not getting married, and I'm not getting married.
If I ever gave an explanation like that to your mother, you wouldn't be here now. Come on.
Stay with us now for the Doris Day Show.
And tonight at 6 Eastern, Doug McClure and Claude Akins guest star on Crazy Like a Fox. Only here on CBN.